Welcome to Craven Connect, the Craven Community College Student Podcast.
Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Craven Connect, the student podcast. It is me, Eli Pachowski, here in this chair again today. Sitting to my right is Hannah Benacek.
Hi guys, hi. It's nice being back. I'm so excited. For this one. And next to me is my amazing co-host.
Amazing.
I love
Three
her.
times amazing.
Yeah. Kind of like an inspiration. So like.
Hi
anyway.
everybody, it's Ariana. Happy to be back again. And to the right of me, we have Matt.
Hello.
He's our new campus life tour guide.
Yep, glad to be here and looking forward to it.
Awesome. We're happy to have you here, Matt. And Ariana, we missed you so much last week. So
We did.
really happy to have you back in that chair next to us and with a guest. So we got 4 people in the chair today, and
There you
this is more than what I'm used to. This is almost overwhelming, but I hope we can have some fun with it. We'll have some games, some events, and obviously Matt has a lot of things that he was wanting to talk about, some things that I have questions for, because Matt, although he is a worker here, was actually a student with us a few years back. How long ago?
Yeah,
has it
from
been?
the fall of 2019 to the spring of 2021. And actually before that, I was able to take some college classes in high school with CCP, which is one of the many great programs I was able to be part of. So, yeah, from that time period, not too far removed, but yeah.
Yeah, awesome. And then you transferred to NC State, right?
App State.
App State, okay.
Yeah,
I was about to say go Wolfpack.
No, look, as a Tar Heel fan, I could not do that. My grandfather went to NC State, and got some NC State fans that I'm close to, but I transferred to App State, and actually I was fully online there because halfway through the spring semester of my freshman year is when the pandemic kind of struck us all, and reverted everything to online, and I kind of found that I preferred that learning method, and so just continued on primarily through online learning in my last 2 years there at App State, and graduated back this past May, almost a year ago. So hard to believe it's been that long, but a lot happens in a year for sure. But
Yeah.
glad to be back here.
Yeah, awesome. It sounds like you've accomplished a lot from what I've heard. And as far as Craven goes, you've done a lot of different bold parts of Craven. You know, we offer early college. You said you attended that. The transfer programs, was that kind of part you were here and then you transferred?
So yeah, I wasn't a part of the early college program, which that 5-year program, which is a great thing for a lot of freshmen and sophomores in high school that can begin that. But I had some classes with those students, and so you had 14 and 15-year-olds in a class with some 40 and 50-year-olds who were going back to school. So that dynamic was really cool. But with the CCP Craven Promise program, I was able to do a few classes, got about a semester worth done. Looking back, I wish I would have done it sooner, just, in hindsight, of course. But definitely was able to take advantage of those free college classes, which I highly recommend to everybody out there for sure. And so also was able to, transfer to a university, one of the many pathways you can take when you're here. Yep.
Yeah. I would like to add the CCP program.
Right.
Do you know what it stands for?
I know the P of the CC is promise.
Is
So
the
Craven,
program. Okay.
promise.
I was going to add that we do have 2 ambassadors who are actually part of the CCP program. Now we have 3. Excuse me, I'm telling a fib. We have 3, and they are part of the ambassadors here at Craven, but they still go to their high school classes.
Wow, that's
and
awesome.
then in addition to that, just like Matt, they have college courses.
Yeah.
They aren't part of the scholarship opportunity because they're not technically college students, but they still get to participate in events, and
That's awesome.
they could be on the podcast if they wanted to, or just do a lot of volunteer work. So it was kind of cool seeing someone
Yeah.
come back who
For sure.
went through that process.
And also, that freshman year can be kind of intimidating, but doing campus events as a freshman, even before I began classes here, just doing the orientation day and transferring people back and forth on a golf cart when I myself was kind of doing that orientation too. So it gives you that experience on campus. You get to meet people, staff members, other students. And so, yeah, definitely highly recommend that. And also the SGA, I was an SGA student senator as well that first year. So that's something we're hopefully trying to build up.
I love hearing that.
Going into next year, we're trying to increase members and going to reach out to some of the ACA classes over the summer just to kind of present the positives that you can really experience by being involved on campus with the SGA program. So that would be something we're going to try to pinpoint moving forward.
I love this guest. The best guest ever.
Hey.
This is perfect.
Right.
So your title, your position as tour guide, it's, you and I have actually had the opportunity to do some tours together for the middle schoolers at West Craven, which was so fun, and I really appreciate you putting that together.
Oh, likewise.
But also...
Hold on. Okay, real quick. So I know you went to App State. I really want to bring this up real quick.
Go ahead.
I recently was able to go skiing down there by the App State College. Did you ever go skiing? Did you ever go to the mountains?
Well, as an online student, I had the Vanceboro, North Carolina satellite campus is what I call it, which is right there from home. But we did go to the commencement ceremony, my family and I, back in May. So it wasn't really good skiing weather in May, but definitely a good place to be in the summer months because it's less humid and just a great atmosphere any time of the year. But I would definitely love to go there for that purpose because I know that's a good place to do some winter activities.
I know. I had to ask because I feel like I went skiing for a little vacation time, and now I feel like I'm a pro, and I should be able to connect to those who ski and snowboard.
I mean,
you want to be a part of the culture.
I am.
Understandable.
I do. They're so cool, man.
I wish
so
I was
cool.
cool enough to say I could
Matt's
do
not
that,
cool
but
enough.
not quite. Maybe one day. Maybe one day.
Maybe. Okay, sorry. Continue.
No, you're good. Thank you. So as the tour guide, what I was going to ask is, do you remember the first time you had a tour done for you when you were in middle school, high school, anything like that?
Sure.
Your first experience at Craven versus now, being the person, integrating that for the young students.
Right. Yeah, it was December of my senior year of high school. We took a bus load or two just to kind of get the basic presentation there at Oringer in the auditorium, and then we went to the Bosch building, and that's when I got to experience for the first time Mr. Ricky Meadows, who is just a master at doing those tours and just really so inspirational and positive, and you can really envision yourself doing the things that he was presenting. And even though I couldn't fix one piece of appliance, even if I tried to, I could say, oh, well, I could see myself doing that based on the way he presented that. And so thinking of that, and also being able to observe him the past couple of weeks, just from the tours we've had on campus, really wanting to continue that, being an inspiration and really just a positive light for students who might need some direction. And we all need encouragement, especially high school, middle school students. That's such a crucial time of their life. And so as I was in the final stages of high school, my senior year, I was able to be part of that, and it was definitely a memorable experience for sure.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
That hits home, man.
Yeah.
So do you feel like everything's full circle at this point now that you're back?
Yeah, I think so.
Here?
And what I found, especially since graduating, was that my heart is in education, whether it's public schools or public community college or just education in general. My last 2 years as an online student at App State, I got to substitute teach part-time at Vanceboro Farm Life Elementary School there in Vanceboro, which is where I went. That was another full circle thing, but a lot of the teachers there would ask when they would see me in the hallway when I was there subbing, they would ask if I wanted to teach full-time one day or if I was going to school for teaching. And I would I'll kind of tell them the same thing, that really it's just education that I enjoy being around that setting. And so, I actually had the chance to sit down with Dr. Stats and just kind of lay out my goals, where I saw myself wanting to remain local, and just remembering my experience as a student, just seeing how the staff members interacted with each other. I could tell there was a family atmosphere here that kind of bled over to the students and how the students interacted with each other. And so that was something I wanted to be part of as a potential career one day. And so when this opportunity came up, Ms. Zomar reached out to me. It was something that I knew I wanted to really just take full advantage of and commit to. So definitely, yeah, definitely a full circle thing for sure. But I loved it so much as a student, I wanted to work here too. So yes.
That's awesome. You heard it here first, folks. Okay.
Yeah.
It's just so much information. Even I'm like, okay,
I know it's like overload.
so many steps. And how old are you? Like, you're already doing this and you're,
Yeah, I'll be 23 in a couple of months. So
dang.
I feel older than I am sometimes, but
That's
You
fair.
seem
That's
very
fair.
mature.
mentally,
Yeah, yeah, like,
physically,
it's
and just all of it. No. I can't complain, but no, it's
That's really cool. Well, so then I've also heard you kind of, shot yourself out there in the dark when you said you did something while in college that, like, just mind blowing. Like, I have been wanting to do it, but I just never have been. So please tell us, what have you done that's, like, really cool?
Oh yeah,
You
so
know where I'm going at
we
this.
happened to mention something about writing and something out there, which I just kind of offhandedly mentioned. I never had thought to bring it up, but I'm glad to bring it up here. Yeah, I wrote and self-published some books during my college years, and I wrote the first one my last semester at West Craven High School. I had a free class period that last semester, and I was already there at school, and so I wanted to do something productive with my time there. I'd always enjoyed writing for school projects. Just the idea of sitting and looking at a blank screen, it was never something that I just kind of dreaded, which a lot of my classmates did. So I figured I would maybe try doing it creatively. But my freshman year here, that fall semester, is when I officially self-published the first book, and had a signing here in the library. Miss Wendy White, she was the media coordinator at the time, and she set that up for me, and just got a lot of great support from the staff here. Miss Holly interviewed me about it and posted that there on the school webpage, and so it was really great to have that local support that really began here, and I've been able to do other speaking events to schools and civic groups in the area, not on the bestseller list or anything like that, but just to promote
like
that.
Craven's #1 published.
I can say that maybe. I don't know. Dr. Stats, believe it or not, he's written some books as well, and so he and I have bonded over that. And that was a really neat thing to learn about. But
what are the books about? Like you're doing great, but I want to really know what the books are about.
Yeah, they're all fiction stories, kind of dealing with family themes, and they've got a mystery element into it as well. But really, just real life stuff that all people can relate to and connect with. I tell people, whether you're 9 or 90, you can find something in there to connect with, and that's really my goal in writing those books, is to bring people together in the way they interpret the message within the story, which is what I prioritize when I write the books, is really having a good message that people can invest their time in, and also a few bucks to purchase the books. That's always a good thing.
Speaking of purchasing, is there anywhere where people can buy them?
Yeah.
If I wanted to read it,
Sure.
And then the titles of the books as well.
Yeah, they're all on Amazon, and you can just search my name up. And the first book is titled "As Far as the Eye Can See." The second one is "A World Unknown." The third one is "The Reunion." And then the fourth one is "The Way to Redemption." Actually, I flip-flopped the third or fourth. The fourth one is "The Reunion." The third one is "The Way to Redemption."
So is this a series? They all go.
They're all standalone books.
Okay.
They've got similar themes within each one, and I think they really get progressively better and better as you go along, just from that experience of having written the book before, and just, of course, you learn and grow with anything you do, not just writing, but in everything we take on. So
for those who do and don't enjoy reading, how many pages does this book have? So yeah,
it's at a very readable range, because a lot of people, when I wrote the first one, just because they knew me, they said, "Oh yeah, I'll read it again," and they would tell me, "Man, I haven't read a book since I was told to in middle school, high school." But that first one was like 150 something pages, and then the longest one I think is like 206 or something. So
that's us, Eli.
Yeah,
we got this, man.
I have a hard time reading over 300 pages.
And look, and some
chapters, long chapters.
They're short. Yeah, they're short chapters that make you feel like you're making progress.
That's the one.
Because as a reader myself, I try to. I appreciate that when I feel like I'm making some good progress through the book with each chapter.
I love it when a chapter says, "Chapter 11, she knew it was him," and then it's like chapter 12.
If you can-
It's like
and
one
then-
sentence. I'm like,
And you can
yes.
always say, "Hey, I read a chapter of a book today."
I
mean, that's
did,
It was only a
exactly.
page, but
not
it's a
saying how
chapter.
not saying how long
But
it is,
It's a page,
Yeah.
though.
but it's a chapter.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely readable for those who read all the time. Some people have sat down in one sitting and just have blown through it. Other people who don't read as much, or like myself, I usually break it down. They do it that way as well. But just trying to reach as many people as possible. So definitely have enjoyed doing that and want to continue. It's really a creative outlet and a hobby I happen to get to share with other people. So yeah, they're all on Amazon, and
That's so
so,
cool.
yeah.
I feel like once you read Harry Potter, you can conquer anything.
Mm.
So, like, Eli, you read Harry Potter,
I will not.
the whole book series. You can't just read one, guys. You got to read the whole. You can
Never have
conquer.
I ever.
You
any
talk
book.
about
Never
investment.
will.
That is
Yeah.
certainly one there. But
Yeah, I maybe shouldn't say never, but
I'm
don't have the
usually
strong-
very careful when I use that, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna say never on the Harry
never
Potter.
say never
Yeah.
is
Yeah,
something
I
I've
was-
heard.
yeah,
I like
that
reading
was
quite a
before
bit.
watching, and I've already watched, so it's kind of ruined.
That was me
And-
with the Maze Runner.
well, see, me personally with books, I'm not huge into like this whole storyline stuff. I like just like facts, knowledge, wisdom, tidbits, self-help, all that type of stuff.
And as a reader myself, I really gravitate more towards nonfiction, even though I write fiction. I love reading
Oh, wait. No.
biographies and just like you said, learning about topics you're interested in. Whether it's a TV show, you read a book about the making of that, and just things like that you learn from, whether it's history or just random things that happen to interest you. So
Y'all are like old souls. Y'all are old souls.
Oh,
and
yeah, we-
young bodies. Nah, man, I need my fiction. I need the dragons. I need, I need
Hey.
the wizards and.
reading is
Well,
reading
everyone
though.
here-
is
Yeah,
good either way for sure.
That's what
Mhm.
exactly what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Reading is becoming like a lost art.
Mm.
It's really
Mhm.
sad, actually.
Yeah.
But you will find, like Matt was saying, so many people. I haven't read a book since middle school, since it was
Right.
mandatory to read a book.
And being able to promote literature in general has
Yeah.
been such a fun thing, especially for younger kids. And as I'm writing the books, I try to think about that. If I was a younger age, how would I interpret this, and making sure that it includes all people to have access to a good book to read and with a good message within the story. And hopefully they can continue that love for reading, because it was something that I kind of stopped after I was being told to read books in school, but in writing the books you have to read because you're rereading what you wrote, and then I was able to continue that with other books as well. Yeah.
Matt, it really shows you're a very perceptive individual, and you obviously know what you're talking about when you choose to talk about it.
Right.
And I've just heard you multiple times through our own personal conversations about just talking about different people in your life that have impacted you and given you that wisdom. And I just love to hear more about whether that be from your family, principal. There's
Yeah.
one story that you often go into about that.
Right. Yeah. What Eli's referring to is something he's heard several times, which I mentioned it
Too
to
many
him.
times. It's not even it doesn't even hit me anymore.
I mentioned it. I mentioned it to him the first time I think we ever met, and then to usually every middle school group because they need to hear it the most. But
Yeah.
Mr. Tabari Wallace, he was the principal at West Craven. My junior, and y'all may know him
Mayor
well.
principal.
Everybody knows Mr. Wallace.
Yeah, he was actually
Everybody
a principal
knows
at New Bern
Mr.
High as well.
Wallace.
Yeah.
And then at West Craven.
Yeah,
After that. He's
so
been all over the
my
place.
junior and senior year, he was at West Craven, and one of the first things he told us was a line that's really stuck with me, and it was, "Show me your friends, and I'll show you your future." And I had to think about it. Show me your friends, and I'll show you your future. And so in thinking of that, it's like, so what do you want your future to look like? And basically, look at who you're surrounding yourself with, look at the environment you're surrounding yourself with, and do you want your future to be like that person? Do you want your future to be like the setting you're in? And 9 times out of 10, you look to the right and left, and you're like, I don't want my future to look like what they are portraying themselves. And so so I'm looking to my left, and that's what I want my future to look like, these people here, because
Well, thank you.
I mean, obviously the good job you do, and so it's a challenge for everybody of every age to surround yourself with good people in a good setting, because that really just you feed off of that, and so that's such a key thing that really stuck with me, and I try to really give that to the groups that come out here, or just even just to you that day. I think we were just talking about life in general. But like I said, it's something that all people can. It's good to remind yourself, to just surround yourself with positivity, and that you can really learn from and grow from, whether that's people, whether that's what you're reading or watching. Just try to have good surroundings for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I love that tidbit.
Yeah. There you
I
go.
also had the pleasure of having Mr. Wallace be my principal when I was in
Awesome.
middle school.
That's great.
I don't know how many years he had been in education before
Uh-huh.
I was in middle school and had him, but he is just a person that you will not forget. Just like
Oh,
Matt
no.
said, that
He
stuck
stands
with
out.
him forever.
No doubt.
Yeah, he definitely is an educator who is so passionate. He's been on Ellen. To be
Oh, yeah.
recognized for
Really?
yes.
He was the principal of the year in the state of North Carolina, and then he got a lot
I knew that.
of recognition, well deserved, for what they did after the pandemic, and they were.
Very well deserved. But even before what he did for those students, he just, you knew he cared, and
Right.
he's not someone who clocks out and when he clocks out, it's over and goes home. He cares about each and every student, and this is a full circle moment for
I
me.
know,
just
yeah.
kind of
We're
Wow.
learning. We're learning
getting
so
to see
much.
Lots of circles.
Just
Shout
like that.
out Mr. Wallace. I hope you hear this.
Oh yeah. We'll
Somebody
well
send
deserved
this to
praise.
him.
we're gonna get
Yeah.
it. We're gonna get it to him. But yeah, just what he did after the pandemic for the seniors who graduated in 2020, just going to each of their houses to recognize them. That's such a great thing that they'll never forget either. So yeah, a lot of good influences over my life, and he's one of many. So yeah, definitely fortunate for those 2 years that really stood out for me.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Well, we really appreciate all of the stories, and
Oh, yeah. Thank you,
just
guys.
to hear your progress with that. Feel like we've all rambled on a good bit, and I think it'd be good for us to get a little game in if y'all are willing and
Let's
able.
play.
I am
do it.
competitive. Let's do
Um,
this, guys.
Let's
I am
see.
also
Do we keep
competitive.
score? Do we want
All
to
right,
keep
ooh.
score?
Uh-oh.
How
Do we
many
wanna be
winners of the
competitive?
game are there?
Yeah.
How many winners?
Yeah, there's only one, right?
Keep track by our hands.
All who play are winners.
Yes.
Okay,
Those
we're
who
not
make
giving
work.
out. We're not giving out the participation trophies. We're not doing that. This is college.
It is college.
This
Very,
is college.
very much
This
so.
is
Well, I'll try and keep tally the best I can. But if it's Hannah, I'm not gonna give you the satisfaction of knowing you won.
He's
I'll
only
just
keeping-
read it off your face.
He's only
when
keeping
you go
score if he
completely
wins.
blue.
What's
Yeah.
that?
You're only keeping score if you win, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, not if I win, because
Oh,
I
you-
know the answer. I made
you
this.
already won. Just you're a winner, Eli.
Thank you.
Basically is
You
what
are
we're
a winner,
saying.
Eli.
Thank you. So basically, the
Oh,
premises
no.
of the game is that you're going to, we're gonna put an image up on the screen. It's gonna be a close up, and we're all gonna try and guess what the image is, and then if we get a correct answer, point, and we'll see it. If nobody can find it, we'll figure it out from there.
I'll just
I
go ahead
guess.
and take all points. I already got 5.
I think we have 5 or 6 up there, but if we could go ahead and get that first image, that'd be great.
A goldfish.
A toucan.
Nemo.
Toucan.
Yes.
It is a toucan. Look at that.
I'll
I'll
just
give
go
it to
ahead
you,
and
I'll
hold up
give
the
it to you.
point.
Look at that handsome fella.
Looks like you.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Handsome fella.
You said
Yeah.
handsome, so
You are, yeah. Like you're like okay.
Thank you. That's
I'm giving you.
I wanted to
high
laugh,
five.
but it was a compliment.
Yeah.
I know. I was like, wait.
I'm like, it looks like.
Where's the insult?
Yeah, I
Okay.
do.
Can't
There
look
was
at Eli.
And then you should have seen his face. It was like he was even trying to figure it out.
Yeah,
Just
I-
take the compliment, Ryan. Just please.
All right, what do we have next?
What the heck?
Oh,
Okay, yeah, this one's the hardest
That's
one.
I'm like
pretty
a red
tough.
blood cell.
Is that no? Literally, I was about to say that. I was like, did he do this for you? Is it a
I
rose?
almost don't want to guess what that is.
It's
I'm
a
kind
rose.
of
It's
scared.
Is it a
It's
rose?
a rose.
Okay.
Too competitive.
Hannah
Told y'all.
assisted Eli with making this game.
High quality image selection there.
Well,
Hey, Eli, how many points do I have? Oh wait,
Hannah has 2 points, guys.
I'm
Yeah,
really
that's
doing
two
this for you, Eli. I'm doing this for you.
Okay, let's see the next one, guys. Also, shout out to the guys in the back. We really appreciate y'all working the screens. So thank you so much for being
Thank you,
here.
guys.
The
We
real
would not be able to
MVPs.
do this without you. So
Yep.
there it
Is that a
is.
Whale?
Dolphin.
Or
Hannah!
shark?
Hannah got it. Hannah got it.
Oh God.
Like, look,
You know-
I gave them opportunity. I was like,
Who else here thinks this game is rigged?
I
Raise your
think
hand.
we got a
Raise
little.
your hand, Matt.
I mean, I don't want to point any fingers, but you know, seems
It's
to be on
okay.
a roll. But
it's okay. It's fine.
All right, Hannah, you have a 3-second buffer time.
I
Oh,
know. I have been
okay.
doing that.
You
When you
already
go
have-
back.
You already have 3 points. You already have a 50%. Like you only need one more to win.
Okay.
oh,
Okay.
okay.
It's okay.
All right, let's see the next one, guys.
I'll count it down.
An inmate.
An inmate. Thank you. Somebody.
I thought it was
Oh.
somebody specific. I
I'm
thought
thinking
I was gonna
buckshot,
say-
but I'm like,
I was gonna-
I would have
That's
accepted
gonna
that.
I was gonna ask if it was you for a second, but I didn't want to.
I-
I didn't want to. You know.
Oh wait, no fair. I
never
saw
been
it.
there.
high five.
Starry night.
Matt. High five.
It's not.
Oh wait, no, take that high five back.
What?
Wait, it is that.
It's
well,
not a Starry Night.
It is Starry Night, but
It
it's
looks
not
like-
up yet. Can we see the full image, please? Well, yeah, that was the
Starry
image.
Night.
Yeah,
Starry Night.
So okay.
Um,
Matt
okay.
gets a point.
You get a point. Matt.
Matt, because you were
Okay,
early,
now Eli is
Oh,
vouching
I
for
was
the person
early.
that's winning already. I really think this
Mm.
is rigged. I'm just
Okay, yeah, okay.
Just
You're good
just be
point. I
the
forgot
just
about
be the host, Eli. Just be the host.
Is there any more? Oh, that's all of them. Well, Hannah,
Woo.
Oh, wow,
you
we
win,
lost.
and I think I was the biggest loser in that
You know
because I was accused of rigging the game that I made.
I
So-
mean, it was
Don't
it was
hate the
good
player.
work.
if the shoe fits.
Don't hate the player, hate the game. That's not what I
I've
said.
been walking around barefoot all day.
I actually saw
I
a
have-
photo
I
of you
ha-
barefoot today.
Have you seen him doing yoga in the lawn?
Eli is very grounded.
I sure
He
do.
loves to feel the earth and all of its glory.
You see,
so
this is why I have you
Oh.
on the show, Matt, because I feel seen around you.
Oh wait,
And I
wait,
really
wait, wait.
appreciate
I
that.
see.
He has
you.
fallen asleep in a chair in the middle of the lawn.
I do that sometimes.
He
yeah.
does.
Especially
I mean,
last
he's-
semester
That is-
when
yeah.
you know I had I had 2 math classes back to back on
Mm.
Tuesdays and Thursdays, or Mondays and 2 days a week, and so it was just a lot. So I would go after my first math class. I had 30 minutes till my next one. Drag a chair out to the middle of the yard, take my shoes off, and just
Look,
take in the
at least
sun.
you waited till after the class to fall asleep. So
yeah.
thank you for doing that
Yes.
on
Did
behalf
you-
of
Did you
Everybody
wait?
Good
here.
habit.
What's that?
Did you wait to fall asleep?
I usually would just kind of sit there. Sometimes.
Did you
Sometimes.
pass the class? Is
I
the
did.
That's a
okay.
better
Yep.
question. That's
Very
great.
good.
Actually, I
Check.
that was one of the highest grades I've ever gotten in a math class.
Look at that.
So-
Oh.
Wow.
It was an A. I don't remember.
Probably
should start
because he was
meditating.
getting adequate rest in between classes.
Yeah. Very
So
true.
what I'm
Yeah.
hearing is nap time. College should
Nap
be like
time,
nap
get
time.
grounded, any of that type
Nobody
of stuff.
wears shoes. Everybody take naps.
Well,
and
we
nobody
technically have to
Mm.
wear shoes on campus.
Yeah,
but,
that's
Certain people can.
but when
wear
you can take off
can't
your
wear
shoes, take off your shoes because it's good for you.
Mm.
Maybe the next people.
Yeah. Oh,
Arena.
great
and-
segue. Oh, well, there is that. Yeah,
But
Valentina
also
and Dorina.
the next.
But the next people, because we need more people to join this podcast. A lot of us are going to be graduating this semester,
Mhm.
and we may or may not do some things this summer for over the podcast, but definitely want to try and continue this come fall. So if you have interest in any way, you want to be a host, you want to, you have questions for us, or you want to be a guest, we'd love to have you on. We'd love to have more people involved. Not all of us going to be here. We really just wanted to set it up for success so that anyone else who is interested can commit to that. And you can get up with Campus Life via email. Do we have that other flyer that I made?
I'm not graduating
Yeah.
yet. I'll be graduating in December.
there you go.
Oh, so you
Um,
got this.
But most of our hosts are graduating
Mm.
in May. So if you are interested, please email Campus Life and we'll see if we can get together and figure
Yeah,
something out.
there we go. What
it's
was
Craven Student Life at cravencc.edu.
it? Awesome.
Go Hannah.
Thank you,
Thanks.
Hannah.
Mhm.
There it is.
You're
So
welcome.
we have that, and then we have Founders Day Ball
Boop,
coming
boop.
up. I don't remember the exact day. April 12th. April 12th.
From 6:30 to 10:30.
Yeah, so we hope to see y'all there. We're all
Last
gonna
day
make
to
it.
purchase tickets is April 9th, by the way.
Are you
April
gonna?
9th.
Thank you for adding
Oh
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
oh, yeah.
Mhm.
April
Thank
9th.
Mhm.
Are you?
Yep.
You know, I know last time we talked about Founders Day, you said you're gonna ask Eli to do the dance. Is that still up in the air?
Eli does not want to go with me.
Do we have a
That's
Founders Day proposal?
baloney.
So
on
I'm
know.
the air
embarrassed
right now?
again.
It was.
Eli.
At least you didn't make a
proposal.
sign and did
That's
a.
It was
So
on the
I almost
podcast.
like Founders Day
That's-
She
proposed
proposed
to
on
him.
the podcast.
It was a
And
little
I
your-
declined.
Did your face turn red when that?
Oh,
happened?
it's so red.
Mine.
Well, mine's often
Look at
red,
him.
like on the podcast. 'Cause I get.
Let's roll the tape on
I
that.
started sweating. I support you in your single ways.
Well, I was gonna ask Eli, so this is awkward. I'm just kidding.
Do you want to trade seats, girl? We could trade seats. God, no, I'm sweating. I need to even find me somebody to go with. Okay. Anyway, I
That's
started
okay,
sweating for
I'm
her
so
because I'm
excited
like,
though.
I started like scooting back. I was like, and then Eli.
You're right there in the middle of it.
Yeah,
You're
I
just,
did. I was like, do you want to trade seats, girl? Like,
No. For anyone wondering, Eli and I will not be going together. He will not be my date. But we'll still party hard together.
We
Have
are.
a
Yeah.
good time, yeah.
And
We
we're
are.
also going to be there helping set up, volunteer, all that stuff that not everybody wants to do. But that's kind of part of our job.
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
and that's always a lot of fun too. Sometimes it's easy to be like, oh man, like, are you even going to get to go out there and enjoy and dance? And
oh yeah.
even like on campus, it's like, oh yeah, we got to do this and that for the podcast, for campus life, for SGA, whatever it is.
Mhm.
There is a lot of stuff to do, but
Just enjoy
productivity is
enjoy
a
the
big-
process of doing it with
Mhm.
other people. That's the key thing. You build a
Yeah.
So much
community,
fun.
and within the work, it can not seem like work because of those interactions you have while you're
Exactly.
getting things done. So it's all about the perspective as you're talking about.
Exactly. And if you really want to surround people who look like the future that you want to create,
So,
then just keep doing the things that that you want to do, that bring you joy.
Yep.
And those people are going to surround themselves around you. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, I say I want to do this podcast. Well, I'm sitting here at a table with 3 people who obviously are well productive, interesting
sure.
people, which helps me create my future alongside that theory of yours, you know.
It's about building those good habits for sure.
Right.
No doubt.
Like attracts like, guys. Just
Yeah.
like you were
Yeah.
saying, Mr. Waz.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
certainly. That's a good way to drop the mic on the. I'm not going to drop these mics because they
Yeah, they're
look
No,
expensive,
please
and
don't
we do
drop
not
them.
need
they
to
look
pay for
really
them.
nice. So
Drop the
I'm
water
gonna,
bottle.
I'm just
Like,
gonna
do the.
that.
A metaphorical, yeah.
Yeah.
Mic
I don't
drop.
think we
That
got
too.
that.
Yeah,
You
No,
might
it's
have to
okay,
do it
guys.
again.
Okay, hold on. Ready? So like you'd be like, but like the hand when it shows, so it really did look like you dropped the water bottle, but you caught it.
Okay.
Anyway.
Well, guys, I think that's our show. If we're
Yeah.
all gotten it all out of our
Yeah.
system.
And thank you guys again for having me. This
Thank
is
you.
this is
Yeah, thanks
awesome
for
to see you
coming.
guys in your element. I think you
Yeah.
you guys are gonna
We're a lot
really,
more fun.
You guys are laying the groundwork for something that I think can, like you were saying, and can continue on beyond your time here, and hopefully you can build some more interest, not just with this realm of campus life, but
Mhm.
just whether it's SGA, anything to get more students involved and see the benefits of it and the fun of it. That's what it comes down to.
The
So,
fun of it.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yep.
It's all about enjoying things.
Yeah.
And
Well,
staying
guys.
connected.
Boom.
With Craven Connect.
Oh,
There
another.
it is.
Now that commercial's stuck in my head.
Did
What,
y'all
did
get
we
that
ju-
one?
the
Y'all
one we
got
just
that one.
made?
Okay.
Yeah, the one
Oh.
you just made.
Okay. In our minds that I airdropped you mentally.
Wait, what?
Mm.
You didn't
I'm
see
not
it?
in. I'm not connected to that.
No, Hannah,
That's
we're
right.
connected.
All of us.
Oh,
Craven Connect.
Turn your Bluetooth though.
Okay,
Okay.
good.
You
Is
see
it
it
on?
now?
All right,
I see
Hannah's
it.
glitching, so I think it might be time. for
Yeah, we
us
gotta
to
wrap
go.
this up.
Yeah.
Reset,
I need to go to
reset.
bed. It's my nap time.
Yeah. Well, guys, thank you again so much for joining us on the Craven Connect Student Podcast. We really appreciate you. We hope that you can get some interest, become a host, become a SGA, any of that. Also, we hope to see you at Founders Day, and hopefully you'll check us out next week on Craven Connect. Thanks
Bye,
again, guys. Y'all
guys.
have a good one.
Guys.
See ya.
Wait, where's Eli? Maybe it's.
It's
on here.
just me. There you go.
You better keep that. Keep that.